First warning, MMA Report is joined live with UFC bantamweight and Pure Vita athlete Montel Quik Jackson. Montel, we appreciate your time tonight.
How you guys doing? Good evening.
As always, we want to take this time to thank our sponsors, Heidlich Masonry, Andy Mack Sports Fishing Guide and Service, Jackson Yard Care, and Kiss My Fist Medco, the absolute hardest hitting edibles on the planet. Montel, tell us a little about your combat sports background and how you got into mixed martial arts.
I started off wrestling in high school, my junior year. For my junior year in high school of wrestling, I continued to wrestle to my senior year. My senior year, I made the state, and then from there, I started wrestling like nationally, and then internationally, and then from there, I got a chance to wrestle Invitational. I met the guy, Rob. I forgot his last name, but he was the head coach up at Marquette, Michigan. And from there, I started my journey to head up to Marquette, Michigan, and do Greco-Roman wrestling. But that was the summer I was supposed to head off. Was the summer that wrestling got dropped. So I was like kind of stuck up in dilemma. And my friend Devon called me and was like, "Hey, Montel, just come wrestle around." And from wrestling around with him at Red Schaefer for like that open match, then I meet this little Puerto Rican guy named Gato. And from there, man, he talked me into doing like my first ever like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament and like grappling everything. And he just told me, "Man, Montel, you should do MMA." And then went on a tear as an amateur. And now we're here.
Yeah. Did you now? Weren't you at the Olympic Training Center for a little bit as well?
Yeah, I was planning to go up to the Olympic Training Center, but I was on the road the following semester in fall and head up there. But the like wrestling got dropped, so I didn't go because I wasn't sure wrestling was going to get reinstated or not.
Right. So is wrestling something you wish you would have started earlier on in life?
No, I don't think, man. I think everything has its timing, and I think if I would have started wrestling earlier, I wouldn't have that same I wouldn't have had that same passion,
Yeah. You have a special relationship with your striking coach, Solo Acosta. What makes him so special?
Oh man, Solo is like one of like the realest people I ever met, and then two, like just like understanding like where I come from, and like the circumstances in which I came from, like is different, and it's hard for a lot of people to really connect to that, and it's hard for people to really like understand, if they haven't like been through it themselves or experienced themselves. So like that was a big connection right there.
Right. So do you look at mixed martial arts as somewhat of an outlet from your environment you came up from?
Yeah, man, somewhat, man. It gives me something to do. You know what they say? Don't do something for free where you can get paid for it.
That's absolutely correct. You talked about Solo a little bit, and then you mentioned Gato earlier. What was your relation like with Gato?
Man, Gato was like the first dude that I ever rode with, man. He was little, man, little Puerto Rican cat, man. One of them little Puerto Rican poppies, man. Real little, man, like 140 pounds, man. He talked real calm, man, and real relaxed. And, he real like logical and like technical as he explained the stuff. And just good people, man. Good spirit, man. He just like, "Oh, Poppy, all you gotta do, da 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 da." Like, he explained it like super smooth and super calm, man.
Right. So I talked to another one of your coaches today, Jake Clip, and Jake told me that you actually got into mixed martial arts because you couldn't play basketball. Is that true?
And I'm from smack dab. I'm from the north side. Like I don't want to reinforce a negative stereotype, but bro, come on.
So you're
basketball, like basketball is just like soccer. Like what is this guy talking about?
So I take it you could say that again.
So, man, this dude is crazy, man. What's wrong with cue ball?
I saw Jake had some skills. He was on at Pura Vida. He had the basketball. I thought maybe it could be competitive. No. I'll just take that. I'll take that as your answer. You mentioned earlier that you tore it up on the amateur scene, and then you did amazingly in early in your pro career before making it to the UFC. Your route actually took you to the Contender Series. What was your opinion on the Contender Series?
Oh man, Contender Series different level, bro. Different level. Like
What do you mean?
so, like you know how like you just come out like a fight is a fight. Like the way I think about it, like a fight is a fight. Like it's like normal stuff. Like ain't too much craze or like everything. But like Contender Series, like everything's on the line.
Yeah, no,
Every
I
like the gym, like the gym, like the arena. Like I fought before they moved. Like I fought in the old like Ultimate Fighter arena. Like
right.
that place is small. Like
Yeah,
it was only like maybe like 6 bleachers in there,
yeah,
like 3 high or 4 high. Like man, like
yeah,
you can hear everything.
yeah.
You
No
you
one.
you fight in an arena like the noise cancel out the other noise. So like the noise that cancel like people screaming, howling, or whatever. In the Contender Series, you hear everything.
Yeah, so I got to go to the old Ultimate Fighter gym and the new one with your teammate Alton Cunningham, and the thing that stood out to me the most is when you come out the back, it's silence, complete
Yeah,
silence.
there isn't any walkout music. There isn't any state. Man, I'm talking about boom, 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 boom. Like
Yeah,
fights are coming like right after another. There's no intermissions. There's no breaks. There's no introductions. There's none of that stuff. Like you walking from the locker room directly to the ring. Like no time wasted.
so in the Contender Series, Dana's obviously looking for finishes. Do you think that's something that puts added pressure onto a fighter, knowing, or maybe perhaps forcing him to fight a different way?
Like it kind of it does, but it doesn't. Because that's really your ultimate goal is to finish a guy per se. Like that's what most guys look for is to go out there and finish a guy. But it don't like that's really here nor there. It puts a little bit more pressure on a guy that's a little bit more conservative to like force the action a little bit.
Yeah, this is you got a fight coming up here in a couple weeks. It's going to be actually your fourth fight in the octagon. Is the UFC starting to feel like home to you?
Yeah, man, it's like my first fight in the UFC is like it was kind of like it was surreal, but then it was like okay, get out there, let's do this, let's do that. But the biggest thing is like man, you just gotta just take it as any other fight. It's the same fight. Like whether you fight in the UFC, whether you fight in some gym, whether you fight in some barn, whether you fight in some event room, like it's all the same. Nothing's different. Only thing that's really different is the lights. The lights are a little bit brighter. The stage a little bit more bigger. You do a little bit more interviews. That's
Right.
it. Everything else is the same, man. You don't
How,
even want to get it in your head.
how do you feel about your media obligations? Is that something that makes Fight Week go by faster, or is that something that you're just like, it's just part of the gig. I got to do it.
For me, man, it's just part of the gig, man. Like really, man. I'm not really big on like interviews or anything, man. I just like to train, man. I like to focus, man. I like to just stay in my own little world and like stay in the zone, man.
Yeah,
Not
that's
think of anything other than just fighting, man. That's it.
right. So you're training obviously at Pura Vida, which is an outstanding gym. Who are some of your main training partners that you've been working with?
Some of my main training partners is like Tyus. We got O'Day. We have Jordan. We have Tyus. We have Javi. Um, Zach, of course. Alton, James, country ass, and we got like all the lower weights. It's like it'd be a lot of people to freaking name, but everybody, man.
Yeah, no, I got to come in on Saturdays for open sparring and watch you guys. It's obviously a fantastic group of guys, all walks of life come through there. You recently just got a new gym. It's been open for I think just a few weeks now. I got to go there last night and check it out. What do you think of the new gym?
That's pretty good. It's closer to my house. So that's
Yeah, no, it's. Go ahead.
no more stupid rush hour traffic.
Yeah, that's got to be nice. You got a fight coming up January 25th in North Carolina. You're fighting Felipe Colares. What do you know about him as an opponent?
Nothing really, man, other than I'm fighting him.
Do you watch any film on your opponents, or you leave that up to the coaches?
No, man, I leave that all up to the coaches, man. Like, like, I just worry about fighting, man. That's it. I just worry about getting some good sleep, showing up, drinking my water, and not eating bad food. They're the only four things I worry about. Everything else, the world could be on fire, man. I could care less.
So you talk about eating healthy and drinking the water. What do you walk around at?
I usually out of camp. Out of camp, usually, man, I'm walking around at like 50s, man. Low 50s, 51, 52, like 49 some days, like low 50s, man.
So it's a pretty easy weight cut for you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you also have the longest reach in the UFC bantamweight division. But I've also heard rumor that you actually sized up and you have bigger hands than Francis Ngannou. Is that true?
Yeah, man, my fingers is longer, but only thing that where he really gets me at is his palm is a little bit thicker than mine.
Okay. What do you think about that reach advantage that you got? It's got to be nice to have, knowing that no one else can touch that.
Yeah, man. With everything, man, it's pros and cons, man. So I just I just shake up the dice, see what we gonna roll. From
Yep.
there, we're just gonna make the plan.
Right. So who's in your corner on the 25th?
Same people, man. Zach, Solo, Jake.
Okay, and you head out usually on Monday or Tuesday of fight week, correct?
Yep, Monday or Tuesday.
Well, that's awesome, man. Listen, we definitely want to thank you for your time today. We wish you the most luck going forward. I'm sure you got a bunch of sponsors, that you'd like to thank, and let the fans know where they can find you on social media.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Montel Quick Jackson under the handle at Yo Soy Rapido. You can find me on Twitter at Montello135. You can find my Facebook fan page, Montel Quick Jackson. Thank Iridium. Thank you, Pete. Thank Ed from Iridium. He always encouraged me to do media interviews.
That's a great guy.
Thank Float Life here in Milwaukee. Thank all my teammates at Pura Vida. Thank all my teammates at 360. And I think that's about it, man.
Oh, that's awesome, man. We really appreciate your time. We're looking forward to your fight, and we wish you the best of luck.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a good one.
All right, Pete. Catch you, homie.